A night of madness in Rupp Arena as the UK men's and women's basketball teams put on a show for thousands of fans. Two men now face federal charges in connection to a string of overdoses in Rowan County. What prosecutors told us about the case. A sheriff has a warning about a false article from a website that he says has been causing some concern in his county.
This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening to you. The weekend has arrived and it looks like we should see some nice weather for the most part, and that includes a warm up. We begin tonight with WKYT meteorologist Jim Caldwell and your no-wait weather forecast.
Tracking just a little bit of shower activity out there tonight, Amber. Very light in nature, and if you're not seeing rain, you've got some clouds locked in. But it's dark now, and it doesn't really matter. We just got them hanging out above our heads. Let's show you what we got on Defender Radar Network, which includes some of that light rain. You can see it falling along Bluegrass Parkway here, all the way back just south of Lawrenceburg at this point, and also getting into Woodford County, south of Versailles, too. We move off to the east, and just above the Mountain Parkway, we see there into Frenchburg, out toward Mount Sterling, running into some light rain. This is more of a nuisance than anything else, not causing any major problems, just enough to get the road kind of damp. Same thing going on for our friends in southern and eastern portions of Kentucky with a little bit of light rain here toward Hazard, some back toward Beattyville and into Booneville there in Lee and Owsley counties. Now, as we look ahead here with our headlines, above normal temperatures are going to be back in town again this weekend. We were right at normal today. Average day for this time of year. Stray shower chance will also show up this weekend, and then another big temperature swing next week. I'll track all of this coming up for you in just a few minutes.
Looking forward to this night for months, and tonight they got their first look at this year's men's and women's basketball teams. As always, thousands of fans were on hand at Rupp Arena for Big Blue Madness. WKYT's Brian Milam joins us now with some of the highlights. Brian, did you do any dancing tonight?
No, I did a lot of hard driving. But anyway, Big Blue Madness, it started way back in the 80s during the early Kenny Walker days at Kentucky. Tonight, another spectacular edition of Big Blue Madness. Intros from former Wildcats on display. You see the former Cats right there, and John Calipari greeting those in attendance. You see Kenny Walker there in the white jumpsuit. Dominique Hawkins getting a huge ovation. How about Michael Buffer doing the introductions? That is just beyond crazy. John Calipari loved having the stars of the past on hand.
This is family. Not just words. Our former stars and our current players, the Big Blue Nation, make up one big family that will continue to be the gold standard of our sport.
It is one for the books yet again. Each year they do something to top the year before. We'll have much more later on in game time. Amber, back to you.
Brian, thank you. UK fans at Big Blue Madness seem to enjoy what they saw tonight, and they have some high hopes for the upcoming season. Monique Blair spent the night among all those fans at Rupp Arena. She continues our Big Blue Madness team coverage.
For some, it was their first time.
There's a lot of blue. It's awesome.
Others have made it an annual tradition.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't miss it. Where else can you be tonight? I mean, really.
Whatever their reason for being here, these UK fans say Big Blue Madness is the moment basketball season officially begins.
We're getting to see the players coming in and hopefully getting to see some future NBA players.
BBM, of course, started off with women's coach Matthew Mitchell entertaining the crowd. Always a fan favorite.
Fans from all over the nation filled up Rupp Arena tonight, but there were also some former UK basketball players who came out here because they wanted to check out what this season's team is all about.
I came to watch all the excitement and watch the talent.
Former UK All-American Johnny Cox helped the team win a championship in 1958. Coach Cal brought Cox and about 70 other former players dating back decades up on stage tonight.
This is where you make the impossible possible. Our latest journey together begins tonight.
That journey includes the former players, the current players, and everyone who wears blue, all because they have the same dream in mind: to win another national championship.
This, my friend, is what family is all about.
Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
And up next for the men's team, the annual blue-white scrimmage, which is next Friday night at Rupp Arena. It caused alarm in Rowan County last month, 7 overdoses in just one day, and now a federal grand jury has indicted 2 men in connection to them. Investigators say both men distributed carfentanil, a drug experts say is much more powerful than heroin. Tonight, the U.S. Attorney's Office is talking to our Sabira Rayford about the importance of these indictments.
It's a drug that shook the streets and the emergency rooms of northeastern Kentucky.
Such a dangerous and deadly drug. It is several thousand times more powerful than heroin.
In just 24 hours, carfentanil, known on the streets as elephant heroin, caused 7 overdoses last month in Rowan County. The drug is so powerful that it is used to tranquilize elephants.
This drug is so deadly that a tiny dose of it can cause a lethal overdose.
Within days, investigators were able to track down the men they say distributed the elephant heroin.
We continued the investigation beyond that and found a source a little higher on the chain of distribution in Cincinnati.
On Thursday, a federal grand jury indicted 28-year-old Travis Clark of Cincinnati and 27-year-old Matthew Bowman of Moorhead for 1 count each of conspiring to distribute carfentanil and distribution of carfentanil resulting in a serious bodily injury.
This is the first carfentanil indictment we've had in the Eastern District of Kentucky.
But U.S. Attorney Kerry Harvey says he doesn't think it will be the last.
We're very concerned that we're going to see more and more carfentanil on our streets. And if that happens, the results are all too predictable. We'll have more overdoses and more deaths.
The overdose charge carries a minimum of 20 years and up to life in prison. In Lexington, Sabir Rayford, WKYT.
Harvey says the drug also puts first responders in danger because a lethal dose can be absorbed through skin contact. A southeastern Kentucky sheriff has a warning tonight about a false article from a website that's being shared on Facebook. Bell County Sheriff Mitch Williams says the article claimed a white coal miner was shot because police thought he was a black criminal. The sheriff says that never happened. The article mentions Middlesboro and claims it happened outside Bell County Coal Corporation, which is a real company. But the sheriff says all of the names in the article are made up, including the sheriff it references. And an ambulance pictured in it is not a Bell County ambulance.
People here pretty well look at it as fictional allegations. It's people away from here that you have to be concerned with.
The website responsible for the article lists a disclaimer that says it assumes all responsibility for the satirical nature of its articles and for the fictional nature of its content. New tonight, the U.S. Department of Transportation is now banning Samsung Galaxy Note 7 smartphones from all U.S. airline flights. The department issued an emergency order this afternoon. This comes after reports of both the original Note 7s and the replacement phones catching fire. A man says his Note 7 started smoking on board a Southwest Airlines plane in Louisville earlier this month, causing the plane to be evacuated. The federal government says any passenger who attempts to travel with one of the phones on a plane will have the phone taken away and could face a fine. New restaurant on the University of Kentucky campus has some unique options for students. That's in 7 minutes here on WKYT News at 11.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Jim Caldwell.
Certainly a decent night showing up in many areas that didn't have to deal with a lot of rain across central and eastern Kentucky. And right now you can see in Lexington the rain has moved out as we're looking back toward the downtown area. And I'll tell you, I was looking on the sky cam a little bit earlier, and Winchester Road, there were the cars boogieing right down through there because a lot of folks leaving town after Big Blue Madness earlier. So things have settled down a little bit out there tonight. 62 degrees is the current temperature out there. Humidity is at 78%. We're getting winds out of the southeast now at 6 miles per hour. Now check our temperatures. Area-wide, you're going to find mid-50s to the north, there in Covington toward Maysville, and even out to Ashland. You go to the south, they're in the low 60s tonight, more area-wide. So just like earlier today, that zone was in the 70s while the rest of us were in the 60s. Tomorrow, we all get on the same playing field. I think we're all into the mid and upper 70s to right around 80 degrees. Tonight, only a few of us dealing with a few showers, and I do mean a few. It's not a big deal at all. Very light stuff showing up out there into Lawrenceburg and now getting into Versailles. This is lifting toward the north, so you folks there in Franklin County will also get in on some of this rain here soon. We look to the east, and we're also tracking those showers now along Interstate 64. Some of it now just barely getting into southern parts of Rowan County. We've got some into Menifee County, too. Again, light in nature, scattered through Breathitt County and also into Perry County here tonight. Let's take you hour by hour, and you see the rain still showing up, but dies out toward the early morning hours. Clouds around through the overnight and part of the day tomorrow, but I think we're in pretty good shape with daytime highs back into the mid-70s and upper 70s as we'll see more sunshine out there, so that's going to allow us to crank temperatures up some. Frontal boundary gets very close to us into Sunday, but it's not this front that gets in here and changes things up. We just have some energy around that could give us another isolated threat of rain into your Sunday as well. So go ahead with your plans, whatever they are tomorrow and whatever they are on Sunday. Only small rain chances exist on both days. So get out there and enjoy it, because guess what's going to happen as we go into next week? Naturally, being in a transitional month, you're going to see another big change. It always has to happen. We have to balance things back out. So next week, as we get toward the middle and latter part of the week, we'll watch this big intrusion of cold air start showing up around here. You can see it start digging in here, this trough, which means the temperatures are going to get knocked down again. Some indication that they could be really, really chilly by the end of the week and into the weekend. 7-day forecast reveals part of that, at least. You can see the big dip coming at us. But what you're going to see mostly is the warmth, because it's going to be warm all the way through Wednesday, and then Thursday it gets to average, and then all of a sudden you're in the 50s for highs as we're tracking rain in the area. So enjoy the weekend is the whole point, I believe, and then the early parts of next week before another change comes.
Keeneland is going to be packed this weekend with that kind of weather.
It is going to be fantastic. A great time to get over there.
Get out and do anything, I guess.
Anything, yeah.
Bottom line there.
If you just want to run around the parking like Chris Bailey does, you can do that too.
There you go, Jim. Thank you so much. New tonight, a taste of France has arrived on the University of Kentucky campus. A new Parisian-style bakery cafe celebrated its grand opening this morning in the atrium of the Gatton College of Business and Economics. UK leaders say the cafe serves everything from espresso-based coffee to French-inspired pastries and other European cafe options. All right, stick with us. Coming your way now from madness to football, a busy night across the Bluegrass. Brian and Lee Kay have all your highlights next in Game Time.
Hello and welcome to this madness version of high school Game Time. I'm Brian Milam. He is Lee King Howard III. It's the official start of basketball around these parts. Big Blue Madness at Rupp Arena.
I mean, it gets you excited every time basketball season comes around, but it's still football season as well. Swaggy Cal showed up for yesterday's media day, and Coach Calipari has every reason to be excited about this weekend. Reports are that as many as 10 of the nation's top recruits were in town tonight. Let's head down to the Madhouse on Main for the first time ever. A blue carpet welcoming back all former Kentucky players in attendance. Jack Goose Gibbons and Jared Polson among the 70 former players returning. Then, of course, the players introduced to a capacity crowd by none other than ring announcer Michael Buffer. Let's get ready to rumble. Isaiah Briscoe being introduced, then some on-the-court drills, of course. All in all, a good night for the current Cats and the former Cats who were glad to be back.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. This might be, in fact, the first time we've had this many guys from this long a period of time, this many eras together. So it's going to be fun to see all the guys and hang out a little bit.
It's a little different now. Now you can just kind of relax, but Madness was always the time for the player to, show the fans what you got. Dance moves, playing, so it's good. It's good to be on this side of it.
And what's Madness without the UK ladies? Head coach Matthew Mitchell this year breaking out the Quan. Mitchell has been dancing at Madness since 2010. The coach said he thought his team did a better job of it, but we'll let him tell you what happened.
Oh, well, I would say that the team performed much better than I performed. I can tell you that. That was a tough one this year, and it gets difficult year after year, but it's fun. Big Blue Nation's real kind to me, I can tell you that.
Now to high school football. The winner of Lafayette-Madison Central most likely would win the district. The Generals and their high-powered offense have won 4 in a row over the Indians, but Mark Center's squad with one of the state's stingiest defenses. Here's Ryan Lemon.
Lafayette in a dogfight for their homecoming game as Madison Central, just before halftime, quarterback Zach Harden goes 32 yards up top. Antoine Warford is wide open, and that tied the game at 21 at halftime. Second half, Walker Wood scrambles, gets a crushing block from Jedrick Wills that almost takes out our own Devin Jackson. Touchdown, 28-21. Then another crushing block from Jedrick Wills is going to free up Cameron Morgan for the short touchdown run. Generals up 35-21. Generals defense then make the big play. Madison Central threatening on 4th and goal. Harden tries to get to the end zone, but Ian Shaw and DeMarco Fishback make the stop. No touchdown. The Indians do get one more when Harden throws his 4th touchdown pass to the game to Ethan Hahn. That made it 35-28. But Lafayette hangs on, pulls away in the second half to win it 49-31.
It's definitely great. I mean, the guys love it. We love it. We picked up things throughout the week to make sure that we can come out here and win like this, and it brings us together close to the team and gives us some more confidence for the playoffs.
I think any team plays better when they got momentum and they got a little swagger about them and they playing hard.
So Lafayette adds another weapon to their arsenal, physicality, which could be bad news for the rest of the teams on their schedule. In a game a lot closer than the final score, Generals win at 49-31. Ryan Lemon, WKYT, Game Time.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Another district title could be on the line tonight at Scott County and Bryan Station. Cardinals had a 14-0 lead in the second, and we're adding to it. Bryce Fryman takes the handoff, starts right before cutting back to his left, and this Fryman is on fire. Down the left sideline before being drugged down just inside the pylon for the touchdown, 20-0 Scott County. Following the Bryan Station turnover, Scott County finding pay dirt once again, and once again it's Fryman following his blockers to the end zone. Scott County had a 28-0 lead at the half, and Scott County goes on to win 43-14.
Henry Clay has won 3 straight over Dunbar. Bulldogs up 19-14 in the third. Gavin Bugg with the bubble screen to Nate Gay. And when you have that last name, you can run pretty quickly. 38-yard pickup. Down, but Alex Bard give it to the big fella. Dogs up 26-14. The Devils don't go down so easy, though. Tyree Clark, 16-yard TD run early in the fourth. That cuts the Dunbar lead to 26-21. Dunbar wins for the first time since the mascot beat the Blue Devils.
Yeah.
You did,
yeah,
40-21.
Right. That's when they suited up a mascot as their quarterback. How about Clark County and Tates Creek tonight? Opening kickoff of the senior night, and the senior Langston Love gets loose. Can you feel the love?
I love it.
That's the way you kick off senior night. Love puts the Commodores up 6-0, and a lot of Creeker fans are loving what they're seeing. He is still running. Next possession for Creek, Cameron Workman. He's got a workman attitude, I tell you. Play action, it happens quick. Look at the effort there by Darrell Bell. 12-zip Creek, and Tates Creek wins as the bell tolls. Shutout there, 36-0.
It was once one of the state's best rivalries. Boyle County Lex Cath. The Knights have won 3 straight. The Rebel Sam Tiller picked off by Adam Sotil. He had 2 of those tonight. Boyle County with 6 interceptions in the game. Catholic converts it into points. DJ Damian Jones ran for 185 yards in this touchdown. It was all Knights all night. Biggest rout in this series in a couple of years, 38-7 Catholic.
We are just getting warmed up. The football highlights continue next on Game Time. And we're back, and we have plenty more high school football for you tonight.
You are correct, sir. The Lexington Christian Eagles, they have a team that could be very well be playing for a 2A state championship at some point this year. And even during its championship run in 2009, LCA did not start the year 7-0. This year's Eagles have done just that. But to take the streak on the road tonight to Somerset, where the Jumpers have played just twice this year, both times they've won. Undefeated LCA at the Briar Patch against Somerset. Third quarter, LCA's Dylan Wheatley. He had 27 carries tonight. A huge night. First down for him. He had about $157. A little later in the third, Somerset's Mason Reese connecting deep to Isaiah Cornett, playing Willie Mays in center. That put the Jumpers on the board, but LCA finishes on top tonight. 491 total yards, 41-28.
Southwestern coach Larry French is closing in on a milestone. With a win tonight, the Warriors would give the longtime coach his 299th win, meaning next week he'd become just the 8th coach in state history to reach 300 win mark if he got a win then. Tonight, Southwestern hosting Lincoln County.
That's where he got a lot of his wins.
The percussion was there first quarter. On 4th and short, it's Southwestern's defense that forces Tanner Makinich out before the first down there.
Ooh, and some.
Look at that. And then Lincoln County's David Brock coming up with a big interception right there. Oh, off the deflection, he gets the interceptions, tries to give the Patriots some momentum, but Southwestern beats Lincoln County 37-7. Coach French got 299 problems, but his record ain't one. To Paris, where Bourbon County was hosting Scott High. Colonel's first drive of the game would end in a touchdown. Trevor Lucky, feeling lucky, finding Kenton Edwards over the middle. Diving catch for the touchdown. Coach Hodge looking pretty in pink. 7-0 Bourbon County. Colonel's threatening again on their next possession, but Kamar Myers, I believe, fumbles the ball into the end zone. That is a touchback, unfortunately. Bourbon County, though, gets the win, 17-14.
At the die tonight, I love the entrance of Garrett County. It's traditional, it's old school, it never gets old.
Yes,
Garrett County, Western Hills, shut up. Wandale Robinson, he scored on a 6-yard run to make it 7-0 Wolverines. This one's going to go for 98. It ties for second longest all time in history. There have been 18 99-yarders, but only 11 98-yarders. It's 13-0. Jacob Foley, the school's all-time leading rusher for Garrett County, fumbles at the 5, and then he's going to do what he was supposed to do the first time, takes it in for the touchdown. Western Hills takes it in the final 28-24.
Brian Milan went to East Jessamine tonight, didn't find a football game, so now we go to Pulaski County. They've won 4 straight over South Laurel. Jared Grubb keeps it, pushes forward without a helmet. Poor guy loses his head. He would be okay. 4th down now. May as well have Grubb take it in for the touchdown, headless or not. 13-yard carry makes it 14-6 South Laurel midway through the second quarter, and Pulaski County comes back to win a close one, 28-27.
The football Wildcats have the weekend off before getting back at it a little bit later on. We'll talk about it next. The football Wildcats have a bye week finally before getting back for the last half of the season. On Tuesday, Mark Stoops said his defensive unit has been improving. He said Josh Allen, Denzel Ware have been really steady over the last couple of games.
Fundamentally, we're getting much better and in the proper spots on 1st and 2nd down in the run game. And in the pass game, they've just really got after the quarterback and affected the quarterback, even if it's not always a sack or a pressure. They feel those guys coming, so they've been doing a nice job across the board.
And that's all the time we have.